Hey gang, Dr. CJ here to walk you through this first process writing assignment, the art piece selection. Here, you're going to essentially identify which artwork you want to use for the essay. Should be easy enough. So let's dive in. And so now we're going to select your artwork. But first, if you haven't checked out the HUM essay guidelines video or assignment, you might want to do that first. That way you kind of know exactly what it is that you're trying to find. But once you've done that, come back here and we're going to dive in. So for this assignment, you're going to actually tell me which artwork you want to use. So step number one will be to find it. So you can select that from Google Arts and Culture, any other artwork there, or that PDF file that I provide for you as well, or any other image that you find particularly juicy in terms of analysis. Remember, it needs to have something with a little bit of context to it, so maybe not some random picture that you or your mom or family member took on their cell phone. It needs to have something that you can do some contextual analysis with. So there's a little bit of qualifications there. Also remember, the only artwork that is completely off limits is Van Gogh's Starry Night, as I'm using that as my example for the class. So that one will get vetoed, but basically everything else is kind of up for grabs. So step number one, tell me what image you're going to use. Include that image in the discussion forum. Step number two will be to create a MLA citation. Again, MLA is a style of citation and formatting that we're going to use for the humanities, so we'll get comfy with it. And here is the blueprint for the citation that you will need for your artwork. So it starts with the artist's last name, comma, first name, the title of the artwork, which goes in italics, the date that the artwork was created, then the container. Now the container can be either Google Arts and Culture, because that's where you got your image from, or if it's not that, it needs to be like the parent website. So wherever you found that image, you want to use that there. If you got it from the URL from that document, that PDF, you can use that first major repository or collection, and that will be fine there. Then, after the container's listed, you have your URL. So whatever link you have there. So an example down below. Let's say we're using Norman Rockwell's New Kids on the Block, or New Kids on the Neighborhood, not the band. So it'll be Rockwell, comma, Norman, New Kids in the Neighborhood, period, the date, 1967, period, Google Arts and Culture, notice that container goes in italics as well, and then the URL. Easy peasy. Once you have that detail, put all of that into a discussion forum and post it. You don't need to do anything else. You're welcome to kind of mention the types of things that you might want to do, but you're going to do that in a separate assignment anyway. So all this needs to be is just the artwork itself. What I'm going to do, I will go through and respond to everybody. I will give you a green light or not, tell you to go back to the drawing board. That way you know exactly how you are sitting as you move into this first essay. So here's an example of what your submission more or less should look like. So you have an image of whatever artwork you're using. I'm using Starry Night. And then you have your citation. You see that below. We've got Van Gogh, comma, Vincent, period. The Starry Night, goes in italics, period. 1889, period. Google Arts and Culture, comma, because that's where I got it from. And then the URL. And that's it. That's all you have to submit. Then I, your fearless presser, will come in and respond. And I will tell you yay or nay, whether this artwork is appropriate or not. Whether or not I think that it's got enough content that you can actually work with. And I may also drop a suggestion or two. I may say something like, color seems to be really important here, but you can also work a lot with shape or line, something like that. So I might kind of nudge you in a slight direction, but ultimately it's up to you. So that's all you need to do for this first assignment. Again, this is the artwork that I expect you to write your essay on. So go ahead and choose it. Let me know what it is. You will be able to change the artwork again if you need to, but probably not past next week. We want to kind of nail it down so we can start actually working on that essay. If you have any questions or want to pitch your idea before you do the actual assignment, you're welcome to email me. But otherwise, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.